Welcome all, my dear friends. Let us continue our journey in the world of patents, in the exciting world of patents, and see what next we are going to explore. Okay, so there is a very beautiful thought, friends. Just listen. It's amazing how differently we can see something after leaving it alone and then revisiting it later. So the key term here is revision. So friends, till now we have discussed up to form number 19 and its relevant sections and rules. Okay, so today it is the turn for form number 20, and the keyword or the key term in form number 20 is revision, and that's why I have given here this beautiful thought. That means in a literal way, just we can compare. Okay, so let us take a look at this beautiful picture. Fine. So the picture may be the same, the place may be the same, but when we visit it again, then that means something new is felt by us, or some new thing we can see. This is the literal way, and we will proceed through this thought to the legal world, actually the world of patents, how the world in the world of patents, how the key term or the keyword revision has a significant effect that we will discuss in the further slides. Okay, so let us proceed. Is the key term in form number 20 is revision. We can say when we utter this term key term here in this particular discussion, it indicates form number 20. Okay, so literally we can say revision is a change that is made to something, or the process of doing this, or see again. Fine. And in the legal world, we can say the revision is the re-examination of legal actions. Okay. So clarifying our thought for this particular key term or the keyword, let us proceed to our slide, that means old slide, where we can refresh our memory about form number 20 and its relevant sections and rules. Okay. So let us proceed. Now is the turn for form number 20. Okay. So form number 20 is application for revision of terms and conditions of license. Okay. So the related section is section number 88, and the related rule is rule number 100. Okay. So section 88 is about powers of controller in granting compulsory licenses. Okay. And rule number 100 is application under section 88 subsection 4. Okay. Here we can say, here the keyword is application, but here keeping a, or we can say focusing more on the revision of terms and conditions of the license. Okay, so this way friends, a very good link has been set up between form number 20, section 88 and rule number 100. Okay, so whenever, if we just set this picture in our, set this slide in our mind, then whenever any question related to any of these things, we can very well answer them. Okay, so this way friends, all the forms, that means starting from form number 11 and ending at form number 20 with the relevant sections and rules are discussed here very briefly, and also I have tried to establish a relationship between them. Okay, so please go through all the slides. Okay, in the further lecture videos, what we will do, we will concentrate on the particular or individual topics, that means individual sections and rules, and so that there will be very clear understanding, and after that we will prepare the question sets as well, that in the same way that we did for the first part. Okay. Okay. So after refreshing our memory from the old slide where we tried to establish a relationship between form number 20 and its relevant sections and rules, now let us continue with the particular section that is the relevant section, and today I have taken section 88, and this comes from chapter 16, whose title is Working of Patents, Compulsory Licenses and Revocation. Okay, and here friends, let me tell you one thing. The title for section 88 is Powers of Controller in Granting Compulsory Licenses. Okay, powers of controller in granting compulsory licenses. Fine. So let us proceed. Now, I have picked some keywords or the key phrases from the subsections of section 88. Okay, and this is as for my convenience, my intellect, you can choose your own, as I always say. Okay, so let us proceed. The key phrase for subsection 1 is order the grant of licenses under the patent. The key phrase for subsection 2 is a person being the holder of a license under the patent. And the key phrase for subsection 3 is without infringing the other patents. Okay. And the final one, the last subsection, that is subsection 4. It has the key phrase revision of the terms and conditions. Okay friends, so try to remember this key phrases, and with the help of this you can very well recall the respective subsections of the particular section, that is section 88 here. Fine, let us proceed. Subsection 1 says, where the controller is satisfied on an application made under section 84 that the manufacture, use or sale of materials not protected by the patent is prejudiced by reason of conditions imposed by the patentee upon the grant of licenses under the patent or upon the purchase, hire or use of the patented article or process, he may, subject to the provisions of that section, order the grant of licenses under the patent to such customers of the applicant as he thinks fit, as well as to the applicant. Okay, so here the key phrase is order the grant of licenses under the patent. Fine. So we can refer the rules, rule number 62 and form number 20. Okay, and section 84. Fine. So rule number 62 is hearing. Fine. And the title for section 84 is compulsory licenses, and the title for form number 20 is application for revision of terms and conditions of license. Fine. So here friends, I would like to say that in a very simplified way I can explain this. Please listen to it carefully. Fine. If the controller finds that for an application made under section 84, the use or sale, etc. of materials are not protected by the patent and is prejudiced by the conditions imposed by the patentee on grant of license, purchase, etc., then he may order the grant of licenses to such customers of the applicant and to the applicant as he thinks fit. Fine. I hope subsection 1 is pretty much clear now, so let us proceed. Section 2 says, where an application under section 84 is made by a person being the holder of a license under the patent, the controller may, if he makes an order for the grant of a license to the applicant, order the existing license to be cancelled, or may, if he thinks fit, instead of making an order for the grant of a license to the applicant, order the existing license to be amended. Fine. So here the key phrase is a person being the holder of a license under the patent. Okay. So in a very simplified manner, I would like to explain this. Please listen carefully. Application under section 84 is made by a license of the patent. Okay. We can say that application under section 84 is made by a person. Okay. being the holder of a license under the patent, or we can say that application under section 84 is made by a licensee of the patent. Let it be fine. Then the controller may cancel the existing license and order for the grant of the licensee, order for the grant of the license, or instead of making an order for the grant of a license to the applicant, order the existing license to be amended. Okay, that means either or condition is here, friends. The first step is that let the application under section 84 is made by a licensee of the patent. Okay, then the controller may cancel the existing license and order for the grant of the license. Okay, or instead of making an order for the grant of a license to the applicant, order the existing license to be amended. Fine. So I hope it is pretty much clear now. So let us proceed. Section 3 says, where two or more patents are held by the same patentee and an applicant for a compulsory license establishes that the reasonable requirements of the public have not been satisfied with respect to some only of the said patents, then if the controller is satisfied that the applicant cannot efficiently or satisfactorily work the license granted to him under those patents without infringing the other patents held by the patentee, and if those patents involve important technical advancement of considerable economic significance in relation to the other patents, he may, by order, direct the grant of a license in respect of the other patents, also to enable the licensee to work the patent or patents in regard to which a license is granted under section 84. Lengthy, friends, and confusing as well. Yes, I know. And here the key phrase is without infringing the other patents. Okay, so let me simplify this one. Okay, so just listen. As we know, patentee, there is a patentee, and he or she may be the holder of two or more patents. Fine. And the applicant establishes, and now the applicant establishes that the requirements of public are not satisfied by some of the patents. Fine. Now, if the controller finds that the applicant for the compulsory license cannot work efficiently without infringing other patents held by the patentee, he may, that means the controller may, then direct the grant of a license with respect to the other patent also to enable the license to work the patent or patents in regard to which a license is granted under section 84. Fine. So I hope now this is pretty much clear. Okay. So if you are getting some doubts, you can ask me in the comment box. Fine. So let us proceed. It's the time for the last subsection, that is subsection 4. This says, where the terms and conditions of a license have been settled by the controller, the licensee may at any time after he has worked the invention on a commercial scale for a period of not less than 12 months make an application to the controller for the revision of the terms and conditions on the ground that the terms and conditions settled have proved to be more onerous than originally expected, and that in consequence thereof the licensee is unable to work the invention except at a loss, provided that no such application shall be entertained a second time. Okay, so here the key phrase is revision of the terms and conditions. Fine. And here we have to refer rules 100, 101 and form number 20. Okay, where rule 100 says application under section 88 subsection 4, rule 101 says procedure to be followed in case of applications under section 88 subsection 4. And what is form 20? Form 20 is application for revision of terms and conditions of license. Okay, so let me simplify the subsection. Just listen carefully. Terms and conditions of the license is settled by the controller, right? This is the situation. The license, now the licensee, after working for a period of 12 months or 1 year, may make an application for the revision of terms and conditions to the controller. Okay, So the terms and conditions we can say for the terms and conditions we can say that the previous were onerous and thus the licensee is at loss. That's why the terms and conditions are they need to be modified, right? And such application, that means I'm reading it again. Just I was trying to explain you the terms and conditions. So that's why I'm reading the statement again. Just listen carefully. The licensee, after working for a period of 12 months or 1 year, may make an application for the revision of terms and conditions to the controller, and such application shall not be entertained for a second time. Fine. So I hope friends this is pretty much clear now. So please go through all the subsections of section 88, and yeah, you can refer the direct as well. If you have any queries you can ask me in the comment box. Okay, fine. So we have heard about the terms like voluntary license, compulsory license. Okay, so let me just compare between the two. Okay, so what is voluntary license? Voluntary license is an official paper that shows you are allowed to do or have something, or you have the permission to enter or use the property of another. Right? This is a simple. That means license means in normal terms, whenever you utter the term license, it is voluntary license. Fine. And then what is compulsory license? Compulsory license, it is a legal document by which a bank, building, society, etc. lends money at interest in exchange for taking title of the debtor's property with the condition that the conveyance of title becomes void upon the payment of the debt. Fine. So I hope now you can differentiate between these two. Fine. The reference is Patents Act 1970 as amended by Amendment Act 2005 and the Patents Rules 2003 as amended by Amendment Rules 2021. So friends, please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you all for listening to me and thank you all for watching my video. Stay safe, stay blessed. God bless you. Jai Hind.